There are rumors circulating that Jake Paul's health significantly declined following a vicious blow from Mike Tyson. According to insiders, Tyson and Jake Paul crew met to talk about postponing their fight. But things got out of hand when Crew said he would bury Tyson next to his dead daughter. Tyson lost control and knocked Paul unconscious. Sent to confront Mike Perry throughout the duration of the event, teeters that are about to be canceled MVP declared that international superstar Jake El Gallo Paul 91-6 Coos will make a comeback to the ring in a cruiserweight match against the formidable platinum Mike Perry, the bare-knuckle champion, 5-0-3 Coesbach. The bout is scheduled on Saturday, July 20th at a AM Arena in Tampa, Florida. DAZN pay-per-view will live stream the fight. Before his major fight against Mike Tyson, Paul will square off against Perry in an 8-round cruiserweight fight. This is the riskiest fight Paul has ever faced against a formidable opponent. When Jake replied, "Kato's legacy is overrated. He couldn't even protect his own. And look where you are now," that was the ultimate line to cross. Mike wasn't meant to give you superhuman strength. The room became silent, and Tyson's expression twisted with wrath. Those comments didn't simply hurt. They tore apart old wounds, intensifying the already heated environment. Everyone sensed the shift in the air, as if something significant was about to happen. Jake persisted in prodding the bear, making fun of Tyson's dead child. He remarked that even your own blood couldn't survive your shadow. "Mike, when that happened, what type of father does that make you?" Tyson's response was swift and forceful, and it was evident from the look of hurt and rage in his eyes. When I said that Jake can't see with one eye or speak with his twisted jaw, the media and spectator-packed room stopped its breath. You may be asking how hard Tyson punched him. Well, the scene spoke for itself. But allow me to describe it for you. Security arrived quickly, but it was too late to stop Tyson's initial beatdown. It took multiple guards to pull Tyson away as he struggled to get at Jake. The scene was chaos, with people yelling, cameras flashing, and everyone rushing to restore some order. After the dust settled, Jake Paul was on the ground, looking as though he had been run over by a truck. Tyson whirled and lunged across the stage, his fist a blur smashing into Jake's face with all the anger and pain he could muster. His smug expression had vanished, replaced by astonishment and anguish. A cut began to leak blood. People in the audience stated it felt like a flashback to Tyson's horrific knockouts from the past, and even renowned boxing analyst Max Kellerman was astonished. Above his eye, and his face began expanding like a balloon. The boxing community was abuzz following this incident, according to Kellerman, who said, "I've never seen anything escalate this quickly at a press event." Jake, once a promising boxer, now lay battered and shattered, a victim of his own deeds. Holyfield Evander Mike's fury is notorious, but this was a side of him I hoped was in the past. Jake Paul pushed him too far, and we see the results now. Tyson's former adversary and current friend joined in. Jake had serious injuries, including many face fractures, a broken nose, and a shattered cheekbone. The doctor estimated that surgery would be necessary to repair the damage. The boxing world was in disarray during what was supposed to be a spectacular bout, but his management released a statement claiming that Jake is healing, but the severity of his injuries means he will need time to recuperate. Showdown descended into a physical altercation with grave repercussions. Jake Paul attempted to antagonize Tyson, and while he was partially successful, the result shocked the boxing community. The press conference meant to hype up the fight turned into a battleground. And what did this Disney troublemaker do next? He grabbed his camera to show the world how much of a victim he was. Jake Paul, once a promising boxer, lay wounded and shattered, a victim of his own reckless mouth. Jake vented on social media, showing off his vulnerability and complaining that they made me pay a lot of money for no reason and it just pisses me off. This was a stark contrast to his arrogant demeanor at the press conference, and it made things even more dramatic. He did this during a live stream. Jake began pretending to have injuries. People's reactions to his videos of himself in a cast and bandages, in which he claimed to be seriously injured, quickly came undone. In one video, he said, "I dislodged my shoulder lifting up a gym boulder in one of my spars. It hurts, man. The doctor said I can't fight in this state." Yeah, that sounds totally believable. Some fans sympathized with Jake, believing that he was merely the victim of Tyson's irrational fury. Although Jake went too far, nobody should have to be beaten that badly. Many in the boxing world and fans supported Tyson, claiming that Jake's big mouth merited every punch he received. One fan tweeted a picture illustrating the sentiments of people who felt Jake received more than he deserved. Jake, sensing the ridiculousness of taking on a legend such as Tyson, Paul quickly withdrew his statement. According to sports analyst Stephen A. Smith, the majority believed that Jake had gone too far and received his just reward: public recognition. Even more videos of Jake Fess, visibly upset and frustrated, went viral quickly. In one, he said, "I don't know how this got so out of hand. I just wanted to hype the fight and not end up in the hospital," which demonstrated the pressure Jake was under despite his cocky demeanor. Rants and videos only made things worse. His emotional outbursts and dubious injury claims divided people. He was obviously getting tired of persona fighting a legend like Mike Tyson. His meltdown exposed a side of him that no one had before seen, making matters more difficult for the YouTube fans debated on social media and sports news over the course of this star-turned-boxer's career. Some praised Jake, arguing that he was only hyping the fight, while others felt his tactics were reckless and disrespectful. This episode brought to light the thin line between animosity and hype, as well as the real-world effects of professional boxing crosses boundaries. But did you really believe Tyson would keep quiet while Jake made those absurd charges? No way Tyson wasted any time refuting Jake's accusations of a phony injury. Just look at the antics he did with the bandaged cast. Just a few days after the incident, Tyson showed up at a Los Angeles bowling alley and was seen using the hand he claimed was injured. Tyson pointed out the obvious inconsistency, and the media jumped on these discrepancies with headlines questioning the truth behind Jake's injuries. Tyson said it's all fake to make things more interesting. Tyson's quest to disprove Jake's alleged cowardice gained traction. "This kid went above all boundaries, so I had to do what Tyson instructed to justify his behavior." Additionally, Tyson's accusations gained credibility when Jake was observed participating in actions at a friend's party that seemed implausible if he was seriously injured. This evidence began to shift public opinion against Jake, and the media couldn't get enough of the drama. The majority of well-known boxers were involved in a flurry of conjecture and controversy as sports experts and commentators dissected every